Hello everyone, welcome to Research Academy. Today we are going to talk about Article 12. Okay, in the last video we have discussed about how to start your preparation. If you haven't watched the video, kindly go and watch it. And in that video we have discussed about how you can proceed further, and we have talked about the Constitution, the first and foremost subject uh, that we need to focus on, that is Constitution. So I hope after that video last week you have started your preparation regarding Constitution, and you have at least got the basic idea, or if you have completed at least once the Article 12. And if you haven't completed the Article 12, I would certainly request you to complete the Article 12 and then watch this video. This video is basically revision what you have read. Okay, so in this video we are going to talk about the Article 12 in short. What are the important things and what are the important points that you need to remember regarding Article 12. Okay, and before that, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, kindly do subscribe it and also press the bell icon to get the further notification. Okay, so let's start with the Article 12 revision part. And also I need to tell you one thing. This revision series we are starting from today, and the next day we're going to talk about Article 13. Okay, and do let us know regarding how you want us to basically make this video, and is these videos are really helpful for you to at least revise the things that you are studying from your books or notes or study material, whatever you are referring. Okay, after that, is this video is helping you to revise the things? So do get your feedback in the comment box. And so let's start with this video. The first and foremost thing, let's start with the basic article. Okay, so the article, we know it. The main focus of the article is divided into 4 parts. It's an inclusive article, and it includes Article 12 states, government and parliament of India, that is the executive and legislature of the union. And the second part is government and legislature of the each state, that is the state legislature and state executive. And the third part is all local and other authorities under the control of the government of India. That's okay. And the last and the most controversial part, where the most of the questions generally asked in the exam, either in CLAT, PG, UGC, NET, or any other competitive exam, that is the local and other authorities within the territory of India. So we are going to delve into all those things. I hope you have already done all those things through your study material. So let's focus on the part which is more important for your exam. Okay. Now, local authorities. Let me tell you that it's defined under Section 3, subsection 31 of the General Clauses Act. Go and read that. It will help you to understand. And it basically refers to the authorities like municipalities, district boards, panchayats, improvement trust, and mining settlement boards, and everything. Okay. So the local authorities, that is defined under Section 331 of the General Clauses Act. This thing you need to remember for your competitive exam. And it refers to municipalities, district board, panchayats, the local self-governments, that basically. Okay, and other than that, you can refer to this particular section. And basically for your exam, you need to also understand and remember this: local authorities are under the exclusive control of the states by virtue of entry 5 of the list 2 of the 7th schedule. Okay, so keep it in your mind basically. So that is for local authorities. Now, before getting into the other authorities, I need to separate. You already know it. I'm telling you again that there is a 2 different thing. That is, one is local authority and other one is other authority. The first, local authority. This is the basic thing that you need to remember regarding that, other than your study material books, that what you have referred. Now let's talk about the 2 important case laws regarding the local authorities. Okay, so 2 important case laws. The first important case law, that is Union of India is RCGen. So in this particular case, it's basically regarding the local authority. Okay, it's not related to other authority, so don't get confused. And in this case, the local authority, there are certain taste has been laid down, not particular taste. It's a basic, you can say, about the definition. So there are 4 or 5 things that it has mentioned, like separate legal existence, function in a defined area, has power to raise funds, enjoys autonomy, and entrusted by statute with functions like municipalities. Okay, so these 5 things are very, very important, and that has been discussed in Union of India as the RCGen. It's particular regarding to local authority. Now, the second important thing that you need to remember, that the J. Hiralal versus Bangalore municipality. Okay, this case is also regarding local authority. What Supreme Court defined local authority as a unit of local self-government, as I already told you, and you already know it. Okay, so these particular two cases are important, especially the RCGN case that you need to remember for your competitive exam. Okay, now let's talk about the other authorities. That is the most important part in Article 12. Now, other authorities, you know it, when the first time the interpretation was given regarding the other authorities, the ejusdem generis principle were resorted to. The Supreme Court basically, or the court basically resorted to this particular principle. Now you have to answer me in particular which case for the first time this principle came. Write in the comment box. Okay, so this principle basically Supreme Court or the courts, they said that other authorities, they are like similar like nature like the authorities mentioned in the Article 12. Okay, but then the Supreme Court understood, no, it's not that, because it's not rationally possible for anyone. Okay, it's not rationally possible to treat any other authority like central government or any other state legislature or state executive. So then they decided against it, and they tried to give the liberal interpretation that we are going to, and we have seen it that in Ajay Hasia case, in RD SHETTY case, in a lot of other cases, that they have given the wider and liberal interpretation. And the first, this wider interpretation, the Supreme Court tried to give, the court tried to give in the Electricity Board of Rajasthan versus Mohanlal. They gave the wider interpretation for the first time. Okay, so then they moved into the instrumentality and agency test of other authorities. So that is the thing that is also important for your exam. Okay, so ejusdem generis principle. Second thing, Electricity Board of Rajasthan, Mohanlal. And the third thing is instrumentality and agency test. These are the things that you need to remember for your exam. Now let's talk about the 5 tests, instrumentality and agencies 5 tests that has been laid down in the RD SHETTY case versus the International Airport Authority. It's very basic. Let me tell you again so that you can remember it faster. This video is kind of help you to revise it again. Okay, so the 5 principles they laid down, that financial resources of the state should be the chief funding source. It's like the entire share capital is held by the state. Okay, is held by the state. Now, second thing is the existence of deep pervasive state control. The third important thing is functional character being government in essence. Okay, and the fourth thing, department of government transfer to corporation. And the fifth important thing, enjoys monopoly status which has been conferred by the state. So these 5 things are very, very important that you need to remember. If any of the something like match the following, any kind of a question that is given, these 4-5 things can be given and you have to match the following. So these 5 things you have to remember it really by words you have to remember. Okay, now the second, this particular principle has been reiterated in Ajay Hasia versus Khalid Mujib. So this is the same principle that has been laid down. Okay, and there are other principles that you can, I mean, other cases like UP Warehousing Corporation versus Bijayanaran. This also important case where UP Warehouse Corporation was termed as state. And the second important thing is Som Prakash versus the Union of India, where Bharat Petroleum Corporation has been termed as state. So these are the cases that you need to remember. So there are a lot of other cases that I hope you have read it for the study material or the notes in the books, but that's fine. But these are the things that you need to remember for your exam. This is a very, very important thing. Okay. Now let's talk about whether the judiciary is state or not, because it's also a very controversial thing, right? The judiciary is state or not. Now let me tell you regarding this, that you should prepare this topic in your subjective part as well, because it's a very controversial thing, and there is no I mean straight jacket formula that is been provided by the Supreme Court as well. Judiciary has been included in the state. Okay, there is some yes no in between the lines. So first of all, these 3 cases are very, very important, and along with this there is also one case that I haven't mentioned. You need to also remember for this particular record and also for another reason that I'm going to tell you. Okay, the first is Naresh versus State of Maharashtra, where Supreme Court has said fundamental right is not infringed by the court's order and no writ can be issued to High Court. So for the first time, it has been particular issue has been raised in the Supreme Court, and it said that fundamental rights cannot be infringed by the court order. Okay, and you cannot go to the High Court, okay, for if your fundamental rights is getting violated by any kind of court's order. And the second thing, Ratilal was State of Bombay, where also court said judiciary is not a state. You need to remember that. Okay. And the third and most important thing is A.R. Antule. This case is very famous case, and you are going to get this case very often. Okay, in a lot of instances. A.R. Antule versus R.S. Nayak and N.S. Mirajkar was State of Maharashtra. So here there is the Supreme Court tried to decide or try to bifurcate two different things where it should be considered as state and where it should not be considered as state. Okay, so it's saying that where the rule making power of the judiciary is concerned, it should be considered as state, and where the exercise of the judicial power is concerned, it's not considered as state. Okay, so this difference is given under A.R. Antule, R.S. Nayak and N.S. Mirajkar with State of Maharashtra. So these are the cases that you need to remember under this particular way the judiciary is included in the term of state or not. Okay, now let's revise the one important case, that Ashok Hurra versus Rupa Ashok Hurra. This case is also do remember this case for your particularly curative petition. Okay, many time asked curative petition case is Ashok Hurra versus Rupa Ashok Hurra, and this case is very often asked in the exam. So do remember Ashok Hurra versus Rupa Ashok Hurra. Okay, so now let's talk about the most important part regarding Article 12, because there are a lot of instances that these kind of questions are asked, that whether this particular authority is termed as state or not. So I have listed down some authorities in this particular video. So okay, I hope you know it. Also a lot of other authorities, that's fine, and you can mention that as well in the video or comment section. I'd love to have hear from you. Now let's delve into that. This 10, and there are a lot of other things that I'm going to mention as well, like State Electricity Board, Rajasthan and Bihar, cooperative societies, LIC, ONGC, University, Society, and also International Airport Authority, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Indian Statistical Institute, and Food Corporation of India. So these are the 10 authority. It matches the following kind of question you are getting in the exam. Okay, so these kind of questions are generally asked, whether this particular authority is state or not. Then you are going to answer. So you can write it down in your notepad if you don't have already. So you can write it down. Also, there are other authorities, like you can say Steel Authority of India, like Indian Oil Corporation, okay, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, Indian Statistical Institute. So these particular authorities are also considered as state. Okay, I hope you have written it down. Now moving on to the next important thing, what are the authorities are not considered as state? The first and foremost thing, Institution of Constitution and Parliamentary Studies, Cooperative Bank registered under AP Cooperative Societies Act. Okay, where in the last considered as state, cooperative society was there. Okay, here Cooperative Bank registered under AP Cooperative Societies Act. NCERT, this is very important. NCERT is many times asked in the exam. NCERT is considered as state or not. Okay, International Crop Research Institute and Cooperative Sugar Mill. Now cooperative is quite confusing. Cooperative Sugar Mill and Cooperative Bank, they're not state, whereas cooperative societies are state. So I hope you have jotted it down already. This will help you. This basically is a whole revision of Article 12. These are some things that you need to remember. These are the important things. Okay, so we are going to revise it again, the Article 30 next week. So do read it, and then we're going to revise it next week, next Friday. And I hope you like the video. Give it a thumbs up. As you people already know that we are providing most comprehensive and affordable PSU and LLM program. If you don't know it already, kindly go and check out below in the description. You can definitely enroll in the program, and for that you also access to one of the demo classes. Okay, the demo classes links up there, and you can also call us in our number so that we can give you how to access. So who attend the demo class, you will get to know how helpful for you regarding this PSU and LLM program. Okay, and what you are going to get in the PSU LLM program, you will going to get more than 100 live classes, more than 50 recorded classes, study material, revision material, 70 mock tests, 2 monthly mocks, 10 video lessons on the subjective part, home assignment, live classes on the subjective part, how you're going to write, what you are going to do. Your answer will be reviewed live. Okay, and you are going to see other answers live as well, so that will be very, very interesting. You will get to learn fast, and 24/7 your research team support will be always with you. So these are the things that you're going to get under this particular PSU LLM comprehensive affordable program. Links are given below in the description to check it out. Okay, and also don't forget to subscribe our channel to stay updated regarding law exam preparation, CLAT PG unit definitely, and all India LLM exam. Press the bell icon. Okay, so you'll get the regular update. And also next Friday we're going to talk about Article 13. Okay, so stay tuned, subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next week. Article 13 revision part. Okay, so study hard. Thank you.